For the latest in strategic affairs, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the bell icon for updates.
So one of the aims, obviously, also of these programs is not only actually returning people, but making sure that people abroad do not feel safe, that they may stop their activism. And so people will not naturally report these kind of, violations, this kind of harassment, these kind of threats. So it's very hard to find people that are willing to talk about it because there's a price to be paid, if not for them, for their family members back home. So naturally, it's difficult. But what we do want governments to do, one, is obviously investigate and expose these crimes, making sure that people, within their territory, exactly these Chinese diaspora communities, feel safe to report, that there are adequate and dedicated reporting mechanisms, again, so that governments may investigate, but also protect these people so that their free speech, their freedom of movement, those rights that need to be guaranteed in other countries are actually respected. They need to expose this. Silence is not helping. A lot of countries, when it comes to Chinese crimes, the CCP's crimes, they want to keep it hush hush because they feel there might be some retaliation. But that's not working because we see all these operations are only expanding. We see China using economic coercion. We're seeing that being hush hush about things is not, helping anyone. It's just making, this global reign of terror more bigger. It keeps expanding. The last thing is what we've also seen, like an excuse many that the CCP will use is, we're using these methods because maybe countries do not want to cooperate, they do not want to sign extradition treaties. That's another thing they've increasingly been working on. That's again not true. They're even violating, those countries, the sovereignty of those countries who have signed extradition treaties that will be using judicial procedures to actually cooperate with the PRC. 30% of all cases that we've documented, and again, this is just the tip of the iceberg because obviously official numbers are very vague. There's not a lot out there, but at least 30% of all cases that we've documented, 55% of those third type of irregular returns, the worst one, kidnappings, entrapment, luring people to third countries, are being documented in countries that do have extradition treaties, that do have judicial cooperation mechanisms. So there needs to be a price to be paid. These extradition treaties, from our understanding, need to be terminated, need to be suspended because China needs to be held to account.